Welcome back, guys. 67 IH Farmer here. I'm going to show you how to make your pumpkin plants have extra roots. I don't know if it's cheating, but it definitely helps, and it's really easy. Basically, a pumpkin life hack. Right here, I got an Atlantic Giant, about palm sized, and I got pretty big hands. Not the biggest, not the smallest. Underneath the junction where you get the pumpkin plant, another side tail going out, and you got the main vine going in, and you got a little sucker here. This junction of the leaf, right underneath it, right here, there's a root. It's not there yet, but there will be a root there. All you have to do is cover it with dirt. But I'm gonna go above and beyond that. I'm gonna dig a hole underneath that, under here, plus a little bit of urea in there, pure nitrogen fertilizer, which will speed up my plants. And then I'm gonna cover it back up. I'm gonna put it pretty deep and put some dirt on top of it. Then I'm gonna put another layer, which is a little bit less urea, so it takes hold of it. It knows it's there, and it goes deeper, it looks for more. Put urea down there, and then this pumpkin will grow huge. And I might do it to the side tail here too. Probably right here, near this root. After pulling back the weeds and the dirt a little bit, you can already see that there's a root right here. That's what this is. That's a root coming from the junction of the secondary stem to the main stem, the main root. Well, not the root, but the vine, main vine. And there's the root. You can see it's hairy on the bottom, like most roots are. We're gonna make another one right there where the pumpkin plant is. The pumpkin fruit itself gets more nutrients. That's all finished. I dug a hole probably 6 to 8 inches deep, filled it with urea, put about an inch of soil on top of that, and filled it with urea again, just a light coating of urea. It's very strong. And then I covered it up over on top of the vine on both of them. And then I accidentally ripped the pumpkin off. That'll be okay. I think the plant will survive off of that. We'll just have one less pumpkin plant. Well, one less pumpkin fruit, which I already got 2 more on this vine, which will greatly benefit from that being behind all the rest of these. All that energy I just put right there will carry all the way through to the tip of the plant as it seeks more sunlight. Here's just an update on my squash. I got quite a bit in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 4, 5, 6, 7, just on this plant alone. Then there's 8, but that one died. I don't think it got fertilized by the male flower. So there's 7 on 8, 9, and 10. And it will get easier to find them as they grow bigger and as I pull the weeds. And let's check out some of these other pumpkins. There's another one that's pretty big. That's an Atlantic Giant as well. Let's see if it grew any roots yet. Yeah, but roots took hold pretty good. As you can see, the dirt falls off from the plant. That's okay. The roots will find the urea. I put that on there like 2 days ago. Here's our pumpkin. But that's a little bit bigger than that last one. And let's go look at our Spartan variety. These ones are a little bit more difficult to control. The vines aren't necessarily straight, but the pumpkins are beautiful that come out. You can see that it likes to twist. It doesn't like to go in a straight line like the Atlantic Giant does. It's a little bit harder to control. Either this is Spartan or Big Max, but they're pretty close. Big Max is just a little bit bigger pumpkin. There's another one, I think that's a Spartan. There's so many pumpkins, it's kind of hard to walk through the garden now. Pumpkin patch. I'm not seeing any more right now. I know there is more. There's a lot more actually. Here's another one. This one's a Spartan. For sure that one's a Spartan. These vines are still kind of hard to control. So I gotta do some testing on what kind of pumpkins I want. I don't think I'm gonna do a Spartan next year. The vines are too difficult to control. There's one way out there in the weeds, doing really good. This one's doing pretty good for being out in the weeds. Well, here's another problem with Spartan I've seen. They grow so wild that the vines break on their own. It just splits. It's kind of sad how they split just because they grow so fast. And then they like to stay on the ground. Spartans are more of a wild variety, I guess. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's update.